to day 4 of the Huros 2015 World Table Tennis Championships here in Suzhou, China. It's round 2 of the women's singles, and as you can see on the screen, the match we are focusing on is between Renata STRBIKOVA from the Czech Republic, and there she is, right-handed topspin player, 35 years of age, and her opponent at the top of the screen from China, Muzi, a rising star of the Chinese team, currently not featuring in the top 100, but quite clearly a rising star, 25 years of age, somewhat of a double specialist, 3 Pro Tour titles to her name. Best performance in singles to date. She made the semi-final of the Swedish Pro Tour in 2013, and there she is, a right-handed topspin player. Made her debut at the World Championships in 2009 in Yokohama, where she was in fact runner-up in the mixed doubles. And indeed, in 2011 at the World Championships in Rotterdam, once again she was runner-up in the mixed doubles. So a former double specialist who quite clearly now is being given a chance to feature in the singles, so she'll be eager to capitalise on that opportunity. Renata STRBIKOVA, very strong junior player. In 1997 she was runner-up at the European Youth Championships. She's made the semi-final of a Pro Tour event in Poland in 2012 and made her debut at the World Championships in Manchester 1997, which
looking forward to a good day here, Dawn. Day 4. What excitement we had yesterday. Day 3, incredible day of upsets it was. Chinese Taipei's Chang Qiyuan going out of the singles and the doubles incredibly. The man who made the semi-final of the Olympic Games in London lost 4-3 to world rank number 90, Hungary's Adam Patantius. And also as the number 1 seed and defending champion in the doubles with Chen Qianan, lost to France's Simon Gauzy and Emmanuel Lebezon in the second round. Incredible. Denmark's Jonathan Groth also 134 in the world, beat Kenta Matsudaira of Japan, world rank 25. And in the women's doubles also, Mio Hirano and Mina Ito, 2014 grand final winners in the doubles. They lost to Li Chuan of Poland and Li Jie of the Netherlands. So looking forward to this day as we get underway here in this women's singles match, Dawn. Let's see what's in store for us today.
Good start by Muzi. Takes the first point, very aggressive, set a stall out immediately. Very positive play. And again, the service in with a strong topspin behind her serve, takes the first 2 points. STRBIKOVA made the last 64 in Paris 2 years ago, the World Championships. She'll be looking to go 1 stage better here, but in her way is the young lady on the screen there, Muzi.
Strong start here. Absolutely, Dawn, yeah. 5-0. And just an acknowledgement to the referee, the umpire there from Renata STRBIKOVA about the serve, throwing it up or showing the ball. Not happy. 6-love down.
1-6.
Also, Dawn, just reflecting on yesterday as well, proud moment for table tennis globally. Table tennis becoming the biggest membership sport in the world's 222 national associations now, so just past volleyball and obviously ahead of football, FIFA as well in terms of membership. The sport continuing to grow under the guidance of the International Table Tennis Federation. Everything that goes into the sport, not only these world events, but also the global development program taking table tennis around the world. So 222 national associations now, fantastic.
The International Table Tennis Federation have to take great credit for the development of the sport in recent years. Actually stage 80 events in any one year, but of course this is the number one event on the schedule, the World Championships. And so far so good, an outstanding competition here in Suzhou.
And Renata STRBIKOVA is just coming back a little bit here, playing with a little bit more freedom in the last half a dozen points. Good serve and third ball sequences here. We'll see this one again. Beautiful forehand. Look how she just moved into position using the legs and deceptively went down the line on the parallel there. Muzi was turning round on the backhand. Good tactics from the player from the Czech Republic.
But again, it's that short service from Muzi, then the forehand topspin behind the serve. She needed that point, Muzi. Remember, she was leading 6-0. STRBIKOVA pulled it back to 7-5, but now a 3-point lead for the player from China.
6-8.
Muzi did well there to react to the net court. There she goes. But a good improvised smash from STRBIKOVA into the body of Muzi.
She's battling well here.
Serve was long there. Muzi did well, came in with the topspin on the return of serve, but the counter topspin from STRBIKOVA was certainly out of the top drawer. The lead now down to 1 point.
Oh, what a backhand block. Power down the line there.
She gambled. She came rushing into the table. Had that ball gone down the line, she would have looked not foolish, but the gamble wouldn't have paid. She comes. There's the gamble. In she comes. And what a wonderful block down the line.
Was a good sequence from STRBIKOVA. Parallel backhand, parallel forehand, created the opportunity. She should be pleased with that. She constructed the point well, but she's being attacked on the forehand on a regular basis. Muzi's spotted a weakness there. The Czech Republic player not too comfortable on the forehand and now faces 3 first game points. Nice on the backhand side from STRBIKOVA. Lovely free-flowing technique.
But the fact she went down the line was impressive. Much safer to go on the diagonal, but of course at this level, players have to be able to play strong top spins around the table. On that occasion, STRBIKOVA's backhand topspin down the line wins the point. 2 game points remain for Muzi. But STRBIKOVA with the advantage of the serve misses the counter topspin off the end of the table, and it's the first game to China's Muzi, 11-8, and we'll be back shortly after the break.
So Muzi takes the first game here in this last 64 round 2 women's singles match at the Koros 2015 World Table Tennis Championships here in Suzhou. It was 11-8. Both players came through their first round comfortably. Renata STRBIKOVA, who's kicking us off here with the serve in the second game, beat Brazilian's Kumahara 4-1. And Muzi, well, she defeated the Germany's Christine Silbereisen, also 4-1.
What a great return of service there from Muzi. Very good feeling in her hand there, just turned it very tight over the net, out wide to the forehand of STRBIKOVA, 1 point each. Of course, what's interesting in the first game, Muzi won 11-8, but she got off to a flyer. She led by 6 points to 0. And a much better start in this second game by STRBIKOVA. She now leads 3-1. And indeed, it's the player from the Czech Republic with 2 serves to come.
Oh, it's very nice on the backhand side. Nice timing. She waits for the ball to come through and she accelerates through it. Lovely angle she generated there. We might just see it here at this angle. Look at that. Actually moves to the right-hand side. That's a great ball. I think she should be using that a little bit more often if she can. We saw towards the end of the first game, Dawn, how effective it was.
She actually comes across the ball a little bit to give it side spin, to take it out even further. So it's a very good shot, very effective. A little bit of backspin on the Muzi serve there, the wrist coming underneath the ball. But it was a brave return of service, good positive return. The fact it didn't come off doesn't mean it wasn't a good effort.
6-2.
Just a little bit untidy here. A few unforced errors. Not such relaxed technique. Number 98 on the back of her shirt there, reflecting her world ranking, Renata STRBIKOVA.
The long, fast backspin serve there. Muzi not quite lifting enough. And now 7-3 in favour of the Czech Republic. Muzi holding her ground, backhand to backhand diagonal rally. STRBIKOVA backing off. Important for STRBIKOVA, she stays close to the table.
Oh, it's unlucky there.
Backhand side spin slice improvisation by the Czech Republic player. Looked good, but I don't think that's a tactic she should employ too often. Backhand side spin. Entertaining stuff.
Fault has been called.
It's interesting, STRBIKOVA there saying, "You've called me, why don't you call her?"
7-5.
So it has to be Muzi if STRBIKOVA's just been called for a foul serve. Because it's a change. It's interesting what's going on down there, Johnny.
Yep. I'm not sure exactly what it was. It looked as if she threw it back a little bit too much into her body rather than throwing it up. You have to throw it up 6 inches. Has to be more straight than she seemed to throw it right back into her chest.
And again, she's away from the table trying this backhand side spin defensive shot.
But having led 6-2 now, and that'll have affected her concentration there at that particular time. It's now back to 7-all. See if she can regroup.
Oh! That is regrouping extraordinaire.
That was very impressive. She's been weak there. That's where Muzi's been attacking her on the forehand, but she's no prisoners there. Boom! Straight down the line.
I think that's called throwing the kitchen sink at the ball.
That was a fantastic shot, well read. Reactions, of course, needed to be really quick in table tennis.
You just sense now the momentum is with Muzi, but it's 8-all. If STRBIKOVA can keep the service tight, get in with her topspin behind the serve, then she's in with a chance. Let's see how it goes. Oh, the whole table to go for. I think you or I could have made that shot, Johnny.
She'd given up there, hadn't she, STRBIKOVA? Let's see it again. Lovely backhands, changing the pace, nice and slow control. She did well to fish that off the net cord. Oh, nice little skip and twirl there at the side of the table from STRBIKOVA.
They're almost standing next to each other.
Indeed, indeed, indeed. Good moment, nice moment. Crucial times, 9-8.
Again, I just feel STRBIKOVA's backing away from the table. That was quite an unusual point in the last one when they were standing next to each other. The smash she played a little bit earlier was quite remarkable. 2 points that arguably could have gone the other way. But can she capitalise on that little bit of good fortune? 9-all, and she's facing the Muzi service. And a little bit of side spin there. It was a good effort, the flick deep into the backhand. She didn't quite get the angle right, it went off the side. And now Muzi with a game point to go 2-0 in the lead. Remember, STRBIKOVA led 6-2.
It's a great receive. She's come in early, she's read it well. Well done for that, because having pushed the previous one or flicked the previous one off, she was brave, took it nice and early, long dig into the Muzi forehand.
She's done well. Good forehand topspin behind the serve. Remember, her first World Championships were back in your hometown, Johnny, your current hometown, Manchester, 1997. That's some 18 years ago. And she's putting that experience to good use here. She's being positive. Muzi now serving to stay in this second game. What an interesting serve. A long, fast backspin serve. To STRBIKOVA's backhand. She stepped round, didn't quite get in position. Played it from a slightly cramped position. 11 points each.
Oh, nice backhand, strong on the backhand, been impressed. Varied the spin, the speed, the tempo. That one was a fast one. We've seen in recent rallies how she's gone for the sort of slow, arky backhands, but that was powerful. Advantage again, game point to level at 1-all.
But again, she just misreads that service. She was trying to keep the ball tight, short over the net, just didn't quite read the spin.
It's a shame when you do that at such key moments. Gotta try and make your opponent play the ball, to give 3 points almost like that against serve.
Oh! There she is, sat on the floor, watching and hoping that that ball misses from Muzi. But this time it didn't.
Look at the angles, fantastic. Great athleticism from both players.
This time Muzi just held back a little bit. She knew all she had to do was keep it on the table, and she did. And so it's now Muzi with a game point. Have to back her here, Johnny. She's got the serve. It'll need a good return from STRBIKOVA to keep her in the rally.
So the last couple of serves were long and fast. What'll this one be?
And it's the heavy topspin from Muzi into the body of STRBIKOVA. Muzi takes the second game by 14 points to 12 and now leads by 2-0. We'll be back after a short break.
Coach said that she's hiding the ball with her hips. No, the Chinese player is hiding the ball with her hips, but I think it's... Yes, yes.
不要说非第一板非给他拉死，看准了都正常都是正常出手啊，别瞄，你先有点瞄，自然的随便出手就行，怎么打都可以，打开了就行啊。
And so the players coming back to the table for the third game.
Best of 7, first to 4 Dawn, 2-0 start. 2 close games though, but 2-0 is a significant little advantage at this stage.
The only little bit of controversy is, of course, the Czech Republic coach asking the umpire to look at the Muzi service, claiming she's hiding the ball with her hip. Certainly from our angle, Johnny, I can't see that is the case, but and certainly STRBIKOVA had a word with the umpire early in the first game. And ironically, the only false serve that's been called was against STRBIKOVA. Muzi takes the first 2 points. STRBIKOVA now with her 2 serves to come. Backhand to backhand encounter. Muzi coming out on top. She's the one who holds the ground a little bit better. STRBIKOVA backs off, but in fairness to STRBIKOVA, she lengthens her shot. She plays with a little bit more power on the backhand. She made the error. That's a great serve. Long, fast serve. Straight down the line. Have to be brave to go for that one. You're almost inviting the opponent to make the topspin, and then you look to make the counter topspin. But on that occasion, she made the service so well that Muzi was a little bit, or looked a little bit slow getting across. But not on that occasion. The push wide to the Muzi forehand. The footwork from the Chinese player, excellent. And we've just had a timeout called by the Czech Republic.
Probably a good time, Don.
Certainly the momentum very clearly with Muzi. She's won the first 2 games, as you said, Johnny, by the narrowest of margins, 14-12. It doesn't come much closer than that, the second game. But then Muzi gets off to a good start in the 3rd game. And you feel here if it goes 3-0, not quite the end, but it's not far off the end. So yeah, good call, I feel, by the Czech Republic.
I wonder what the tactics should be. I mean, I feel that STRBIKOVA's backhand was quite positive the previous game, where she's varying the spin, varying the position, particularly the parallel one down into the Mu forehand. She's got to try and get that in a little bit more, maybe.
She won 2 or 3 points with that shot, didn't she, in the first and second game? But she didn't play it at all in the second half of the second game, and she's not played it yet. So I definitely agree. She's got to be aggressive, positive. She's got to use the backhand down the line a little bit more. She's got to keep Muzi guessing where the ball's going. At the moment, it's very much backhand to backhand on the diagonal. Muzi's coming out on top. And again, the return on the diagonal into the backhand of Muzi. She steps around very comfortably, strong topspin, and the score now 5-1. And there she is, Muzi. Again, STRBIKOVA being forced away from the table. It was a good attempt. She did go for the backhand down the line, as we see here. But that's a very negative shot, that sort of backhand backspin away from the table.
That's good stuff. I think also for STRBIKOVA, just needs to stay a little bit more solid on the forehand. Good, strong performance on the forehand in that rally. But just on the receive and then taking the block, the first block or the first counter, I think she just tries to be a little bit too aggressive. She just needs to control that a little bit more, keep herself in the rally. It's a shot I found difficult, was the spinny forehand from an opponent into the forehand. You know, difficult to just kind of stay cool and calm, collected, play it back in, or use your opponent's speed to counter topspin nice and control. She seems to struggle when she's attacked into the forehand side, the player from the Czech Republic. Sometimes it's difficult playing the Chinese players, Dawn. You sometimes don't know which way they're going to go with their forehand, such as the relaxation in the technique and the use of the wrist. So it's not easy.
I have to say, I've been impressed with STRBIKOVA. First 2 games, 11-8, 14-12. She's been in contention in both of them. This 3rd game, though, she's been outgunned, basically. Perhaps not played quite as well as she did in the first 2. You wonder psychologically whether she thinks her only chance was to get in there at the beginning, take one of the first 2 games, try and get off to a good start. It looks now almost inevitable that she's going to be 3 games to 0 down. A lot of admiration for the player from the Czech Republic. She's playing in her 14th World Championship. I don't think there's many female players here who'll have a record as long as that and still play at a very high level of table tennis. Full marks to the player from the Czech Republic, but she now faces 7 game points.
Oh, nice. There's the backhand. Beautiful technique. Stepping through the ball. Technically there into the right foot. Watch how she turns her shoulders. Look, the right foot will go forward first. In she goes. Allows her to swing that strength through the shoulder.
11-4.
There it is. It's all over the third game. It's 11-4 to Muzi. She leads by 3 games to 0. 1 game away from a place in the third round, and we'll be back after the break.
So 3-0 for Mu. So it's all or nothing now for STRBIKOVA. Again, get that backhand in, play it parallel if she can, and stay solid on the forehand. And Mu looks pretty solid. Serve, receive, nice forehand technique, strong. Can play spin and power.
STRBIKOVA to serve. Level.
So big effort now for Renata STRBIKOVA. The Czech Republic with the serve. Trails 3-0.
Love one.
Again, she just ends up being forced away from the table. And I'm afraid, I won't quite say she's like a fish out of water, but she's not going to win many points back there against Muzi. Don't know how good your Czech Republic is, Johnny, but I suspect that was a cry of frustration. What can I do?
Yes, domination now from Mu. 3-0, 3-0. Just more solid, I think, in every department.
Just the start that Muzi would have liked. Always slightly dangerous at 3-0. There's always a temptation for the player who's in the lead to think, I'm through, just take the pressure off a little bit. The player who's 3-0 down to think, well, I've got nothing to lose, I can go for my shots. So it's an interesting psychological moment, but quite clearly Muzi completely focused, carrying on with her very positive style. Topspin to topspin away from the table. The side spin from Muzi, taking out wide to STRBIKOVA's forehand at the moment. Poor old Renata STRBIKOVA is at a loss what she can do to win a point here. 6-0. She certainly played very well in the first 2 games, but it looks like games 3 and 4 have been a little bit one-way traffic in favour of Muzi. She won 11-4 the third. She now leads 6-love, and I think that's could be described as a wry smile on the face of STRBIKOVA. I guess now she's just thinking, I hope I can get a few points for respectability in this 4th game. I hope she does. She certainly deserves it.
Love 9.
9-love.
I like the technique of Mu on the forehand, really zippy.
And so there she is, Muzi, 25 years of age. There is Renata STRBIKOVA. Muzi, the rising star of the Chinese team.
Nice ball from Renata. Counter topspin. It's the best one she's played, I think, on the forehand. Maybe relaxed. Trailing 9-1. Nice technique, good timing. 9-2 now, though.
Just over hitting the flick, but Muzi will be delighted with the situation here. Has played a very prominent part in the Chinese team in doubles. in recent years. She's now been given the chance to see what she can do in singles, and I suspect in a matter of minutes she'll be through to the third round, the last 32. Indeed, she's now got 7 match points, leads 10-3.
10-4.
And there it is, Muzi wins the 4th game, 11-4. She wins by 4 games to 0. And so China's Muzi, 25 years of age, moves through to the 3rd round of the women's singles. And we'll be back shortly with more action from the 2015 World Table Tennis Championships.